Shout out to everybody. I want to talk to y'all real quick. First off, I do want to say, Rex is good. Everybody should know that by now. Shout out to Murder Mookie, ended up putting out a message saying that Rex is good. And then we seen that Rex was on Twitter. Shout out to Smack, I guess went to the hospital trying to see Rex. They wouldn't let him in. I think that's kind of that, unfortunate situation what happened with Rex. But, Smack trying to go see him and make sure he was good, I thought it was pretty fire. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Smack, shout out to URL. As far as the event, I watched some of the battles back. A lot of people who may be following me on Twitter, I think I only got like 23,000 people on Twitter. But I've been posting a lot of Ununice versus chess material. And I will say this, man, going back to this battle, it's kind of starting to look a little bit different, bruh. Have y'all seen this battle? Ununice versus chess. I watched it the first time I'm I don't know, maybe, Ununice is kind of clear in chess, but then I watched it again. And I don't know, man. I think this battle is a little bit closer, I think the first round is a little bit closer than, on first watch. Shout out to Chess. Chess has some material. You know what I mean? But the Chess second round, what did he say to, hold on. Chess says something crazy to you, Ununice. Shout out to Ununice. DNA wants to battle Ununice now. What did Chess say to Ununice? He said, let me go here. Chess said, big eagles, nickname them Ununice because it's illegal. Cock the gun back. Sounds like his people. Bruh! Chess was wildin'. Ununice was good though, bruh. Ununice was good. Ununice is I don't know. I watched him versus JC. I think he did good versus JC. And then I watched him versus Miss Hustle. Other than that, I haven't really watched a whole lot of Ununice. I thought he did good versus Miss Hustle, but I liked her style, how she was in the battle. But I think he did good. The battle's debatable between him and Miss Hustle. And then him versus JC, he did good. I think JC might have got him, if I'm not mistaken. But he did real good versus JC. And then I'm watching him again. This dude looks very comfortable on Gnome. And I think a lot of that you can credit him taking a step outside of just, being locked on an app and he's going and he's battling different places. He's getting more familiar, more comfortable on stage. And I think he did pretty good. I think he did good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ununice. But I don't know, man. I low-key want to apologize to Chess a little bit. You know what I mean? Somebody say, yeah, Chess 2-1. I don't know, man. I kind of want to apologize to him because I think he did better than I originally thought when I saw it. You know what I mean? But I still think Ununice might have got him. And the only reason why I think Ununice got him in this battle is because Chess had too many spots. In his first, I thought he was going to throw up in his first, but then it turned out he had a mic issue. And then so I'm okay, well, I can't discount a lot of the stopping because the mic was kind of messed up. But then he's stopping and he's getting water and it's just, his first was kind of all over the place. Whereas Ununice didn't really have any mic problems. He was just fluid throughout the first round, but material wise, I feel I like Chess's material a little bit better in the first, but Ununice entire delivery with everything was, I think, better in the first. And then the second round, Chess had some moments, but Ununice was just I felt he was closing the gap, right? But he didn't have a whole lot of crazy lines. As you can see, if you're on my Twitter, I just basically posted a lot of what they were saying in the first and the second. But it was just he's closing the gap. He's not leaving any space, for you to even think he could be losing the round. You know what I mean? So I think Ununice might have got it, in my opinion. But shout out to Ununice. As far as everything else, man, ARP is still on Aye Verb's neck. You know what I mean? Aye Verb's kind of talking about other things. He's talking about entertainment, talking about Gnome, promoting Gnome, even though he hates URL. So it's, I I don't know, man. Like I've been I've been kind of tuned into this to see what's gonna happen, because Verb has been like on like Hitman Holla's helmet for a while, and now Hitman Holla has like flipped the script and he don't care. You know what I mean? He going at Verb just like Verb was going at him, not letting off, not stopping, you know. And then now it's a situation to where, you know, ARP got his foot on Aye Verb's neck and he is not stopping. Aye Verb trying to ignore it. I don't know, man. Aye Verb talking about he was gonna sue. He talking about Oops, like, is where he got his name from. Like, you know, Oops got his name from knocking Verb out. Like he is wilding on Verb, bro. You know, he's playing video of Verb, like different like things of Verb saying like, you know, he's gonna sue, different things like that, and kind of trying to show a lot of contradictions with Verb, what he says versus what he does. And then like the whole, like when he showed, like when ARP showed his PayPal and he, you know, showed that the $400-something thousand was not even connected to Verb. I thought that was a haymaker. I thought ARP went, what? I thought it was a haymaker, bruh. You know, so I was waiting to see. I'm like, yo, what is John? I said John. I see people talking about John and John. I'm like, yo, what is Aye Verb gonna do? You know, Aye Verb's kind of ignoring it, but you know, but then he went on like a rant, and he was talking about, yeah, you showing like maxed out 1 numbers, but why don't you show maxed out 3 numbers? And a lot of people are saying, yo, you know, ARP, you should show maxed out 3 numbers. I think he not showing maxed out 3 numbers because he probably gonna lead that to. If he shows that, I think what he's doing. Right, and y'all know how it goes. Like when you blogging and you beefing with people, you don't want to put all the cards on the table at once. You want to kind of just like, all right, you want to talk I'll make my blogs, make my money off of you, talk crazy about you, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end, I'm gonna give you a haymaker, you know what I mean? And maybe he could be waiting towards the end to show the maxed out 3. Does he need to show the maxed out 3? I think him showing the maxed out 1 numbers takes away from a lot of what Verb is saying. So it's like Verb is like, yo, like, what about the maxed out 3 numbers? But you don't know what the maxed out 3 numbers, so you kind of just like pulling at strings, you know what I mean? Hoping that, you know, throwing things at the wall, hoping something sticks, where he just literally just destroyed the whole argument with the $400-something thousand, you know, being connected to something else. He still like is going in on Verb, bruh. ARP's telling Verb, call your lawyer. He telling Verb, like, yo, he's like, yo, hey, the statute of limitations on this and that ain't up and all that, and you can still do that. Like, he's trying to coach Verb into like, yo, this is crazy. He's coaching him, giving him pointers on how to attack him. How to attack him. Like, I want you to attack me. I want you to call your lawyer. I want to like show this. I want you to get a subpoena for this. I want you to, like, this ain't going good, bruh. Like, it's not. Because it looks like, to me, and, you know, I don't choose sides, bro. It's just like whoever's winning at the time. If Verb's winning, I'm going to say he winning. If ARP's winning, I'm going to say he winning. Hitman winning, I'm going to say he winning. Right now, Hitman and ARP, I think, have neutralized Verb. What y'all think? I don't know. You know, it's kind of looking like that, man. It's looking like that. And I think people are smelling blood in the water, right? And the reason why I'm saying that, if you look at this, right? Let me go to my Twitter. T-Top is on Verb's heels because Verb tried to do, he tried to low-key sneak this. Why am I getting all these messages, bro? Why y'all be doing that when I be live? Like, y'all can't change my opinion. I don't know who I ain't even looking at. So I don't know, you know, Verb kind of threw a shot, you know what I mean? He said, y'all heard hustle, right? Your BM effed everybody in URL. Pay attention what be going on, right? So this is what Verb said. T-Top not playing. So T-Top goes ahead and he says, shut up, man. You've never had POTN, performance of the night, or caught BOTN battle of the night, and you've been on here for ages. I can't wait till Surf come home so your Spaces fame go away, LOL. And then what? You done burnt all your bridges out here, fool. The water cold, ain't it? So, you know, T-Top smelling a little bit of the blood and water, you know? So he like, bro, no, Verb, you not about to pick on me now. Now we going in. You know what I'm saying? Verb talking, Verb still talking. Verb said T-Top just played himself. Let me teach him right fast. Showtime. You know what I'm saying? So Verb about to go live. So Verb is going in on, he's gonna go in on T-Top. But I don't see him talking about ARP or Hitman. So I don't know. What y'all think? He's showing like footage of Verb, Rex, Cow, Hollow, Kid, None. Rex get well. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like everything else but ARP. So I don't know, man. I know he gonna go live and probably go in on T-Top, but right now, the threat I feel like is ARP. I don't think the threat is T-Top right now. I think the threat is ARP. You know, so I don't know. Is he picking on people that's not ARP? I don't know, man. This is crazy. I don't know. I was kind of hoping this would turn up a little bit more. We'd be entertained a little bit more. Five Fox said him promoting Gnome was crazy. I don't know, because he been saying like he don't want URL to win. He don't want them to get no money. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing battlers like URL's gonna fail. Like, and then he ended up promoting Gnome, but then he ended up saying something about I think the bootleg, right? So he was promoting Gnome, and then he said something about bootlegs. You know, like he was watching a bootleg or something like that, and the bootleg was crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. ARP is on his heels about this JC battle not getting views. Ew, man. Let's see what's going on. Let's go to ARP's Twitter. See what ARP's saying. ARP said, I haven't tapped in with you oops in a minute. It's lesser of me to think more about how he's doing as of recent, and I felt a little off to myself for that. So more importantly, him and his family are good. Oh man, the Hitman said that's his highest viewed battle in the last 7 years. He really should thank you, an award. And then ARP said, agreed, sir, but I disagree with you leaving out the part of who was in the main event that he was able to ride the wave of. See what Hitman's saying. And then you got T-Top calling out Mook. I don't know if he'll end up doing that. I don't know if Mook could do that. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Hitman said that's the highest view battle in the last 7 years. So so they're looking at the Hitman Holla versus Ill Will, 1.7 million views. Yo, that battle did numbers. And then Aye Verb versus A Ward did 558,000 views. So right now they I don't know, man. I don't know. Said Aye Verb mentioned me. What did he say? He just started a Spaces about T-Top. He just mentioned you. Said he's not neutralized. All right, dope. All right, should we hear what Verb got to say? Well, let's listen to what Verb got to say, man.
Is the one that does the trash, 100%, right? So when you chasing something and he doesn't even entertain it, what did you neutralize? You didn't neutralize shit. Because here's the fact of the matter. Open it up though, but we're not going to do that because I don't got to sell this to y'all. I don't have to sell. Hey, PIPERBOY, what would he be neutralizing? I didn't throw nothing back at him. To neutralize something, you got to slow it down. What did I throw back?
You're not talking back to
He
ARP.
howling at the moon. He got to do that in a whole nother arena. No power, no engagement. Everybody wants my engagement. They want my power. He tagged my name, it moves, right? All right, cool. That's the only thing that is. For a nigga to neutralize my anything, I have to come at him. Ain't none of these niggas neutralizing me if I don't want you to neutralize me. I could have easily played the game a different way, but I'm playing a different way now. For a reason. You niggas can make.
What y'all think? Y'all think Verb is right? I don't know, man. Like hey, Verb, this is what it is. You talking about everybody else. You doing the space on T-Top. Why are you not doing the space on ARP? Man, like that's what it looks like to me. It looks like he's been neutralized, bro. What y'all thinking? You said he's baiting for views. Somebody said, oh, he needs the attention, but he's scared. Somebody said Verb is, I don't know, man. Somebody said Verb argue like a politician. Said you brought out Verb. He respects your platform. Shout out to Verb, man. Shout out to Verb. But I don't know, man. What y'all think? ARP's been going crazy, bro. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at this real quick. ARP he been going crazy. Verb, you know he been going crazy, man. Look, Aye Verb getting desperate and we must help. He got 9,500 views in 8 hours, right? Another one, Aye Verb, I need to apologize to you for something, 14,000 views. Aye Verb, how did Oops get the name? Oops, 17,000 views. Aye Verb, we will pay for trying to extort people. He said Aye Verb will pay for trying to extort people, 20,000 views. Aye Verb just made a big mistake, 22,000 views. He is racking up views, going in on you, and you talking about T-Top? Hitman Holla has got 100 and something thousand followers. Let me go, bro. Hitman's got 100 and something thousand followers, and he going in on you. And you doing the spaces about T-Top? Nah, man. No. And he wilding on you on Twitter. Like, so he don't have, like, ARP doesn't have, like, a small following. He got 37,000 people following him. I think he's, like, close to what you got. Like, on his Twitter. And his posts are wilding you up. And T-Top made a tweet responding to your tweet and you doing the spaces on him. And he's just, like, bombing on you. I don't know, man. What y'all think, man? yo, and then hold on. And then ARP, he's showing cash apps. He sent you cash apps. Like, what is he like? Yo, what is going on, bruh? I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I seen another battle. I watched what was it? Real Sick versus Tay-Rock again. You know, I do want to say I think I seen True Foe. And the reason why I watched this because True Foe was saying that he feel like Real Sick won. And shout out to True Foe. So I'm like, did we watch this battle? I watched it again, bro. Like, Real Sick did not win that battle. Like, he did not. You know what I mean? Rock got that battle, but I mean, I don't know, man. I think Real Sick did good, you know, going up against a GOAT. But I don't know, Verb, like, you gotta start, bro, Verb, you got like, what? How many followers Verb got on YouTube? Let me see this. Verb, go live on YouTube or something, bro. So Aye Verb's got 35,000 people following him on YouTube. So I don't know, man. Let's see how many ARP got. ARP got 469,000 people following him. I don't know if he can win this battle, bruh. What y'all think? Who y'all got winning? Somebody said Verb don't have nothing to say, just a whole bunch of nothing. Somebody said, I'm sorry, Verb has always been a cornball. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said ARP dragging it out because he maxed out 3 pay-per-view, made money. Somebody said Verb is the battle rap Tommy because he ain't got no job. Like somebody said Verb got snuffed by Oops. I don't know. I haven't heard Oops say anything about that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard Verb say anything about that. So I kind of want to hear what they have to say. You know what I mean? To see that. You know, anybody can make claims. ARP don't really be, you know, lying all that. The only thing that people really caught that, you know, may have been wrong what ARP said is with the whole MBS thing. Other than that, like mostly everything he's been saying, like in terms of what's going on in battle rap has been on the up and up. You know, if he says something, it's usually what it is. You know, so I don't know, man. Like this is interesting, man. And then, you know, yeah, ARP got everybody waiting for him to drop another live. And it's like, man, bro. He's saying Verb is doing a lot of pump faking. He got the title. T-Top said, what? I don't know, man. I think he's been neutralized. What y'all think? Battlefact said it's time for the white flag. He said he just can admit defeat and be fine. It's pride. I think, I mean, ARP even said, like, just apologize behind the scenes. He might, I know he don't want to do it because he's got pride. He might want to go ahead and, because if you can't combat this, you know, like you have to have, you know, the thing about Verb, I feel like he'll go at people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he'll pick like the people to go at. But then, like, when in situate, like, you know, like a Chilla Jones or, you know what I mean? Like some bloggers or whatever, like sometimes like he'll go at and stuff like that. But then like the DME Detroit's like he won't go at, or like the, you know what I mean? Like the ARP try to go at him, not ARP's fighting back. And it's like he's standing down. Like, oh, I'm getting off Twitter for a while. No, we want y'all at war. We want to see the fallout. You know what I mean? Somebody said, but no, takes Verb's, hold on. You said no, it's ego running him. I don't know, man. Y'all got to understand, it's like thousands of people watching this. You know, so it's like you got to be calculated. And right now, I think ARP just waiting. I think he's just waiting. He's going to end up doing some edited blogs, and I think he's going to have a haymaker at the end. You know, and he's dragging this entire situation out. Because you got to think, if he's doing views like that, because Verb's not going to be able to match this. Like, he can't match this. Like, he might be able to do, like, 10,000, maybe 14,000. But he's vertical. You know what I'm saying? So vertical, it's a little easier to get views when you're vertical. You know, depending, sometimes, like, it's harder to get views. You know, like, I can go vertical. And then I can, you know, but it's politics. Politics is bigger. So I can go vertical and I can get, like, 100,000 views talking about politics. You know what I'm saying? Horizontal might, you know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't done it yet. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll see. You know what I mean? But like horizontal, you can get views like a lot easier. So but he's like, I'm sorry, vertical, you can get views easier, but he's horizontal and he's bombing on you and he's got like mad numbers doing it. And he's wearing like a St. Louis Cardinal cap doing it. So I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But shout out to them. You know what I mean? Shout out to, you know, URL, like they had Gnome. As far as Gnome, I still think it was trash. It's my opinion. You know what I mean? I watched a couple of battles back. Still think it was trash. Yo, y'all know what's crazy? I don't even want to talk about this though, right? But you know what's crazy? It's like a lot of people need to respect people a little bit more like who do battle rap media, because we don't be wilding like these entertainment bloggers and people do. You know what I'm saying? When stuff happens, I'm gonna say we don't be wilding like them. Like, they don't care. If they see something in entertainment, they will wow. You know, and we are a lot more respectful. You know what I mean? So people are just respecting people are here because we can just turn up and get crazy just like anybody else. And honestly, it's probably better if we turn up and just get crazy. Somebody said because ARP brought it up and he always lying, saying nobody played with him. Only y'all out-of-towners believe Verb. Kenneth said, chill. Allegedly, the oops knockout was misunderstanding, and the people that saw it that said oops were being funny. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never heard of that. You know what I mean? But that's ARP's making a claim, so we'll end up hearing what they say later on. But I don't know, man. I know T-Top going at Verb because Verb said, you know what I mean, he picked at him. But I want to see how this ends. Nobody else. I want to see how this ends. But we'll see what time does, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think they need to just squash this situation. I do. You know what I mean? Realistically, they need to squash it because this is one-sided now. You know, but then people can say, oh, when it's one-sided and it's in favor of Verb, it's all good. But then once somebody else decides to beat Huckleberry, you know what I mean? Now it's like, nah, we need to squash it. I don't know. Somebody said ARP is going to go Kendrick Lamar on Verb. He needs to be careful. Somebody said, I'm just reading y'all comments. Callie said, Verb then said he lost fights before and that he could lose too. So what you saying? Stevie K said everything real ain't got to be out into no bars on stage. Bruce never tried to get rank off Verb for that. You know, so I don't know, man. Shout out to Verb. Shout out to ARP, Hitman Holla. You know, the saga's going on. ARP's dropping some sorry not true work on Verb, you know what I'm saying? So we'll end up seeing as things, you know, progress, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Has Verb been neutralized? Verb is saying he is not neutralized. Has he been neutralized? Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.